just the first serve. It's also the second serve. I mean, he's 30.
Missed it. First game brings them to their feet.
Do they have Hawkeye tonight, Ted?
I didn't think
they're paying all the money.
A couple of volleys out.
They changed the grass, slowed it down quite a bit. That's just a beautiful shot.
So here comes a big game, and it's what Pete talked about this afternoon. A little bit of the old
bit of that magic, yeah.
Square guard.
That he had asked permission to them to play this is, to me, is worrisome. They could make an argument this wasn't good for the sport. Get a couple breaks like that, maybe get back in this first set. That's the one he's got to make. And he had him right where he wanted him. He said in the interview, he's a little uptight there. There we go. That's a nice spin, but when you're uptight, the ball flies on you. It's not as easy to volley. It's a little. I like his backhand more, actually. And he comes over.
In many ways, they are similar men.
That's nice.
Yeah, Roger of net.
Try to enjoy it a little bit more, everything he accomplished. I mean, it is beautiful to watch a guy.
Which Andre, of course, did, but Andre took some.
Let's see how. He's not enjoying this, Pete, a whole lot yet. Second rate by any means. That's a miss hit that goes in.
Oh. And boy, that's really. And you see the stats. Roger really hurt Pete on Pete's second serve in that set. So Federer opened the set with a break and closes with
I think it saved him against Nadal in the finals last year. Pete's just not moving well right now. That's the problem. There we go. Got a lot of people on their feet for that one.
crowd tonight. Sampras overhead again.
That looked a little wide.
No bone thrown that way.
Well, who needs a coach? Let's see. Back to the old days. Oh, and he flattened that out. Caught a line.
website. You see there, stargamesinc.com.
We talked about that slide. That's what he thought it was, but you got to blame somebody.
I don't think I can remember seeing Federer showing us his ups like that. Time capsule shot.
That's why people are standing. They remember that one. Many a player were the recipient of that, where he dared you to go a lot better than people realized when he was playing his best. See, that's not a good bounce. I know there was topspin on that, but that,
Yeah,
beyond the call of duty.
and Federer takes advantage and holds a tough game. Tonight, the Sampras Federer post-match show presented by Buick. To call. You know, Federer was still 19. He had not yet turned 20 the day they played that match. Now he wants the bone.
What's he? I mean, come on, what a complainer.
Yeah.
Wait, I've seen that before. That looks vaguely familiar.
You know, John, one thing that is a constant in any sport.
You can see what happens when it catches the line. He's had a situation a few games ago where the ball bounced over his head. Now this one skidded lower than he thought it was going to be. So the odds of a break of serve, if things keep up like this, aren't good.
Oh, they just showed Pete's replay on the board here, and then they flashed to Roger with that smile on his face on the big board here.
Pete said, please, come on. And maybe the outsider line. You got to give me that one.
He's looking up.
Yeah.
He wants the challenge.
Challenge. Here comes the first challenge. Wow, that could have been a little wide. Yeah. Rogers even saying it was out. Don't let me have the point.
He's putting that right into Jay Snyder.
He's asking for the point to be given to Pete. When's the last time that happened?
Jay Snyder rejected the Rogers offer.
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did give it to him. Okay, you're right. 15-all.
That's a healthy lifestyle, I guess.
The Federer gave that point to Pete and still holds.
I don't think Pete even saw that ball. What time are we on to, Ted? That caught the line. That's a nice serve there. Unreturnable.
go. Right to Tiger. That's good. But with that,
well, that is some shot.
so Roger is feeding those tennis balls.
Oh, he's gonna nail him. Don't get Roger too upset.
Well, Sampras holds it love. And the second set goes to a tiebreak.
6-all tiebreak.
There's that cat-like quickness. Well, that caught the line. That was a much-needed return there. So, taste of your own Madison. That's a big serve.
How about the Johnny Mack gun? Is he 130?
I would say that was right around there. It's such a tough serve to read, and he can hit it so hard out wide, too.
That's a great point, because Federer has made some comments that he doesn't read Pete's serve. Well, we're going to go to a third set. Pete Sampras found enough of his footing to get this match to a third set, much to the delight of this Madison Square Garden crowd.
He's also got the advantage of serving first. So if he can get this hold here the first, couple times, then, Roger's going to get in his head a little. He's in a bit of uncharted territory in the sense that he has played somewhat frequently the last. That is some shot. That is a great shot, man.
Yeah, that's the acknowledgement. Okay. All right. I know you're good.
Look at this, though. I mean, that ball is slicing away from Roger. He caught that on the inside of the ball to slice it away, which he did. This is, Roger wants this, break here to just keep things just totally under control.
Flashing back to the Wimbledon final last year, at least one of those break points that Nadal had in the fifth set. Roger hit that shot.
That's in. As Bjorn would say, no chance if if he hit miss hit return winners. The running forehand was one thing, but that's not fair. There's a lot of long rallies. He might get a little more confidence with his ground game, but it doesn't get any bigger than that, a forehand, and he unloads that. Roger's also in a different situation. Referee. Maybe next time we'll have a real one.
That's not what Pete wants to do right now.
Roger's sort of making sure, he's working him, get him out there, sap his energy, make sure that he doesn't let this one go. Stay a break or so ahead, sort of get on cruise control. It's nice to be young.
Advantage Sampras.
Because of the sickness. He kept getting sick. He looks good now.
Oh, a nice touch in net.
2003 Wimbledon, he was almost pulled out in the round of 16 with a back problem and hung tough and against Lopez, Feliciano Lopez, and subsequently has not lost a single match since. And he's actually started this game in new balls. He's missed a couple pretty easy shots, and Pete's got a chance to break him.
Wow. Well, that was not what most expected, especially after Roger came out with this quick start. Now we're back to 2-all. Both men talked about the, a night like this, there's a chance. Wow. Federer doing the running. Not many do that to Federer. A little different spin on this.
Yeah. And notice how things have changed.
Well, and don't you see it?
Many years ago, Ted, when I was 36, I believe it's something like I was playing well. And a similar type of thing happened where I felt like he always felt like he was going to beat me, which is what the feeling you get from this. But then all of a sudden, it got to be like where I was at the, had match point. And this is like all of a sudden, completely turned on a dime to this is triple break point where he could just serve it out in 2 games. And I felt like, on the one hand, Andre had obviously probably he just won that. Maybe I could win one since I'm not winning a whole lot, right? And I know that he wasn't too happy at the end, is what happened, which is what's happened right here.
Oh, Federer's forehand long. And listen to this, the response at the Garden. Pete Sampras. So the hole for Federer. You've commented that multiple times.
That's a good return, though. There's that block return you're talking about.
And Federer showed a little emotion as he stays in it for the break. Years the
we talk about cutting it close. Now he's giving Sampras what he's done so often. Make opponents miserable. 4 in a row. We're getting the whole package.
This is great. These are the Masters champions. Of course, John had the classic match with Arthur Ashe. We talked about that in our pre-match. You know, in 1970, they played a match here, a winner-take-all match. Rod Laver, who had just won the Slam, played against 41-year-old Pancho Gonzalez. And that was back then $10,000, pretty substantial pot. 1970, winner-take-all, and Gonzalez beat Laver.
That's a service hold here.
That's right.
Been out there 2 hours now. Say that fitness work that Pete's put in has paid off at the end here. He's gone back to the gym, worked on the weights. He's got that power.
He's playing with the bigger racket too, John, which he never did when he was active. So with the combination of strings and the bigger racket?
He's got a bigger sweet spot. He's got some more spin. He likes it. I mean, it's helped his backhand. You know, later in his career, he struggled a bit when he came over the ball. He's definitely hitting it better. He's tall enough where he can go out wide, you know, even as a righty on that ad court with both serves, first or second, with authority and with confidence and pace. I mean, right-handers can't do that normally.
So Sampras with another hold, and our NetJets Showdowns reaches its conclusion next.
I think if they didn't see the first hour, it definitely did. Whoa! Where did that come from?
Sampras asked the same thing.
He's got to watch this, yeah, the replay to believe that angle there. That ball really stayed low.
And Federer being Federer, just calmly right back and bashes an ace.
He doesn't want to get into a rally right now, which is surprising if you think about it, considering he's more comfortable in the baseline. He wants a couple points like that and get out of trouble. Feathery touch. Well, would you have thought this at 6'3", 5'4" Federer?
No.
Neither would have I.
I was looking, it's not as many times as I thought. Federer's been in the net 20 times. And it seems like, to me, it feels like he's been there a lot, more than we've seen recently.
Right, well, probably more than you usually see in a match, but he wasn't making making those shots early in the match.
Pete shaking his head as if he knows he got away with one there.
He did. He should have and could have put a couple of those shots away, but he gets the lead. Tougher to change directions again as you get older. You get up ahead of steam, you got to stick to that way. Well, Pete said he was going to lay it all out there because he doesn't have a match for a while until he goes to South America, and he's definitely lived up to his word. He's feeling a little stiffness, I can assure you right now. Roger looked here like there was a sweet little shot up the line for the winner. Pete guessed right. Despite the score, Roger looks to be enjoying this a lot more than Pete.
And of course, those little smiles to tell you it's not a grand slam tonight. I wonder, does Pete feel like he's already won, just getting to a third set tiebreak?
I'm sure he has. He should. The reason why he won 14 is he's not satisfied with that. He still wants to pull this out somehow. I think he may have seen Pete sort of lean and move to that left and just swung it up the middle for the ace. Now, when you're down 3-2 in the breaker and have to the second serve, it's not as easy as it looks to pull that off. Still got that Rocky thing working.
Well, when they played at Wimbledon, it was 7-5 in the fifth. Federer ended Pete's run of 7 Wimbledon titles in 8 years. Plus,
it's still one of the biggest serves in tennis.
Has not taken one bit from the serve.
And he can volley. You just don't see that combination in the sport. That's where Roger shows why he's been able to win so many tournaments on a faster court. His ability to see the ball early enough to block it before the guy's even in a position to hit a volley. It's past him before he's at the service line. Then these guys, Pete being an exception, but these other guys just start staying back because they just get frustrated. 5-all third set break. It's taken a long time, but Roger Federer finally has a match point. A lot longer than pretty much everyone here would have thought. This is unbelievable. We're sitting here, and there's changing sides at 6-all in the third set tiebreak.
It's all upside, I guess, on the Sampras side. I'm watching Roger thinking, did he ever dream that this was going to happen tonight?
He may have dreamed it, but I'm not sure he expected it. Pete gave him the extra look there. May have cost him the match.
You know, John, you listen to this atmosphere here tonight, the reaction in this third set tiebreaker, and you really, it's probably cliche, but true, tennis wins tonight.
Well, it's good. We could use a boost.
And Federer prevails. But now, this sold-out 19,000 house at the Garden, most of them stand in appreciation of what these two great champions just gave them. Champions applaud champions.
Class all the way around.
Nothing wrong with tennis tonight.
I think, you know, Roger proved he knows how to, you know, handle a crowd and entertain as well. I mean, we got everything we could have hoped for.